man, I'm tired of these same old copy-pasted jokes. Isn't there anything original left in this world? Haven't you wondered lately? Today, with this fast-paced changing world, everyone's in a hurry to get somewhere. And if that means compromising on their originality, they actually end up doing that. Nobody wants to make the effort to be original and be true to their self anymore. Everyone just wants to copy, paste, be a copycat and be absolutely fake if it gets them somewhere. Well, that's why I thought I should talk to you about this. And today we're going to talk about how you can be original, retain your originality and not be fake and yet be successful. Well, my name is Rima. And I hope you guys are doing well. A very warm welcome to this video. And before I start talking about how you can be original, I want you to subscribe to our channel. And of course, make sure that you press the bell icon for notifications so that you do not miss out on any of my videos. Well, now that you've subscribed to our channel, let's get on with this. Let's learn how you can be original and not be fake. So you know what I've discovered? I've discovered that people who are truly original, truly true to themselves, they actually give a hard time to the copycats because it's very difficult to copy them. Because when you're so exuberant and so yourself, how can an average copycat copy you? Right? So there are certain cool qualities that original people have, and if you can develop these qualities, you are going to be 100% original. So let me tell you about the first quality. Now, original people who are true to themselves, actually value their word. Now, what does that mean? It means that they walk the talk. If they say something, they mean it, they execute it, they take action on it, and they actually value whatever they're saying. So they don't just speak casually, they don't just make empty promises, they don't make excuses if they can't match up to what they've said. They actually take ownership, they take responsibility, and they're people who truly embody the phrase, I walk the talk, meaning what I say, I do. What I say, I mean. So basically, original people end up becoming very dependable, very responsible, and very trustworthy. And trust me, if you're someone who's fake and who's just trying to impress the crowd around you, it's kind of hard to match up to being original, responsible, and trustworthy, right? So from now onwards, if you want to be that original true person, all you need to do is watch your words, say what you mean, and do what you say. Yes, we're talking about how you can be 100% original and not be fake. We're not learning about how not to come across as fake. We're going a little deeper and teaching you how you can actually be true to yourself and never be fake. You know what? One more thing I've observed about people who are truly original, they are in love with time. Now you'll be thinking, what do you mean by they're in love with time? You think time gives us an option to fall in love with it? We're always racing against time. Time is money. Well, all of these are old, boring, stressful corporate cliches. Time is money. Yeah, maybe it is at times, but time more than anything else is your life and my life and everyone's life. So if you're in love with time, do you waste things that you love? Do you undervalue things that you love? Do you disrespect things that you love? I don't think so. So yes, people who are original, they're in love with the concept of time. So they use their time effectively. They respect and value their own time. They respect and value the time of another person. And they're never late. They're always punctual. They never waste their time. They use it productively. Now, when I say productively, they're not always sitting in front of their laptop and trying to work away things. They could also be indulging into some beautiful self-reflective thoughts. They could also be using the time to spend it with their loved ones, travel, read, explore. As such, basically, they value, respect, and treasure time and make good use of it. Because of which, they never inconvenience others, they never end up, creating a ruckus because of their own lax attitude towards time. And because they're original, they go one step further, and just because others are being irresponsible with time, they don't copy that. They do their own thing, and they make sure they make good use of their time. So be original and fall in love with time. You know, another thing that I've noticed that original people do, they actually have an opinion on everything. Now, when I say everything, it could be something personal, it could be a social issue, it could be a current issue, it could be something at work. They're never without an opinion. Now, I know that people who are fake, who like to blend into the crowd, don't try and put forward their opinions so easily because they don't want to stand out. They just want to be like everyone else. But originals actually stand out. They develop an opinion on everything. And you know what? The best part is they don't borrow this opinion from a TV show, from a book, from a newspaper or a magazine. They actually develop this opinion through their own unique thoughts, personality, and life experiences. And you know what? That trait, it's unbeatable because two people can never have the same experience. Which means if I'm an original person and I have an original opinion which is coming from my life experience, no one else is going to be able to copy that thought process. So then it makes me even more original than I was before. So I'll tell you this brilliant incident that happened at my workplace. We have a co-worker who is not so original, and then we have a co-worker who's very original. So each time our boss actually suggested an effective solution to the problem we were facing, Mr. Not Original actually quoted out of a book or a famous author that he or she had read. Now that seems very well read and articulate, but then Mr. Original actually would speak simple wisdom that he had learnt on the job and actually get us forward. That's when I realized that yes, it's all good to be well read and articulate and full of quotes from famous authors, but if you have life experience, that is unbeatable. Which is why I'm telling you one more time, make sure that you're walking the original path and you're not copying anyone, because truly you're a treasure and the whole world's waiting to hear from you. So we all know what fear is, right? I'm sure all of us feel some amount of fear when we do something new or take a risk or anything like that. But you know what originals do? They have a different full form for the word fear. Fear is F-E-A-R, and originals believe that fear stands for false evidence appearing real. That's right. They never give fear any credit. They never listen to their fears. They just press on their chosen path and walk that path. Like, for example, I knew a friend of mine who was not happy with the policies her company had for certain employees. And mostly all her co-workers, they didn't want to upset anybody. They just wanted to blend into the crowd. They didn't want to rock the boat, so nobody would express their fearless original opinion. But this lady who had an iron will actually took up the issue and very fearlessly expressed her opinion in the most polite and respectful fashion. And trust me, she actually was able to bring about a change. So we don't always have to blend in and agree and be nice. In life, I feel it's not important always to just be nice. It's important to be correct, it's important to be just, and above all, it's also important to be respectful. And trust me, originals truly are fearless and full of self-respect. They respect themselves, they respect the other person, and which is why they're able to express their opinion fearlessly with respect and with empathy. So well, that's a quality that all of us should really struggle and strive to inculcate, because that's going to take us a long, long way ahead. Ever heard of the term Trailblazer? Well, original people are exactly that. Do you know what a trailblazer actually means? It means a person who is willing to open up a new trail or a new path and blaze his new trail where there was none before. A truly original person who is willing to take unique risks and unique actions to fulfill his or her dream at any cost. Now, most people, they love to buy into society's version and definition of success. They're okay with the usual job and home and security and stability. Now, these factors are very important in life. But if you truly want to become original and achieve something absolutely astonishing in your life, then you need to work hard. Then you need to open up a path where there was none. Like, for example, imagine there's a young man who has very good education, okay? And he has a wonderful, stable job and a home. But suddenly he feels like he's feeling really dissatisfied in this job, and he wants to pursue his dream of becoming an internationally renowned artist. Now, what is he going to do? Is he going to buy into society's version and definition of success and hold on to that job and remain unhappy? Or does he have the courage and the originality to actually work a way around into following his passion for art? Now, none of these choices are ever easy. They're never straightforward. They don't give you instant results. They don't give you overnight success. They take a lot of grit, a lot of determination. They make you face a lot of storms and adversities and difficulties. But in the end, when your dream is fulfilled, trust me, it all pays off. So well, that's what original people are all about. They're trailblazers. They blaze new trails, create new paths, and lead their own life to their very own unique, personal, original victory. You know what's the toughest part of becoming and standing out as an original individual? You have to become an authentic, high-value individual. What does that mean? Now, being authentic means remaining and living true to yourself. Being a high-value individual means somebody who follows a high-value system. Now, what are the higher values in life? Well, they're definitely not laziness, telling lies, being lax. These are not values that you want to follow. You want to have a value system that's based on empathy, mutual respect, understanding, hard work, determination, grit, originality, honesty, and I can go on and on and on. But the important point is you have to inculcate and develop these values in your life in order to become truly original and successful. Now, all you need to do is a simple experiment. Take a piece of paper, take a pen, and write down what are the core life values that drive you. You may be surprised that you already have some of these high-value qualities, and you may be very, very surprised that you may have some qualities that you might want to work on and change. So work in this path. There's no shortcut to this, and the road ahead is very long for all of us, me included. We can always keep developing and keep growing, but trust me, if you become an authentic, high-value individual, you will be called truly original, and then success is truly yours. So there you go. We learned so many interesting things about how to be original and successful and how not to be fake. So well, develop those opinions, develop that high-value system, learn to become a trailblazer. So much of inner work to do for you and for me. I truly hope that you've enjoyed today's video, and if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to our channel, Skillopedia, the place to learn skills for the real world. Well, it's time for me, Rima, to sign out. I'm going to catch you with yet another fantastic video very, very soon. Till then, stay original.